The NFL news comes at you fast and it impacts fantasy football. It changes the way you draft, the way you approach waivers, the way you trade, just the way you build your fantasy team. And we caught news like that this morning when Jeff Wilson was put on IR, and now we're seeing a bump in value for Devin Achane and Raheem Mostert. We already did a video on Devin Achane earlier today. Check that out in the archives. See what we're talking about him. But now it's time to dig into the stats of Raheem Mostert. See what we can do with him. See if he's worth picking up and how he's going to be valued because the price is increasing by the minute. Before we do, hit that subscribe button right now. We're doing deep dives on these players every day, multiple times a day, multiple videos. It's just going to help you build your fantasy team, pick up guys off waivers, strategize, help you in Dynasty, help you in Devy if you play those formats, and I'm going to be with you all year long. So hit that button. Stop missing out. But let's look at the stats here on Raheem Mostert. Let's take a look at what he's all about here. So he has been productive throughout his career, off and on. Remember, he was with the 49ers prior to going to Miami, and he had a run of production there. In 2019, he rushed for 772 yards. Since 2020, he has been productive as of last year, too. 891 yards, rushing, 5 touchdowns, caught 31 passes in Miami. So recently is proven to be productive, proven to be used in the passing game. And as we know, throughout the course of time of his career, he is very explosive, very dependable. Not considered one of the top running backs in the league or anything like that, but a guy that can get the job done. A running back that can help out his team and give you some fantasy production. He averaged 10.5 points per game last year in PPR, 12.5 in 2020. 2021, we had some injuries, so you know how that goes. But he has been productive on his career. Played with Mike McDaniel in San Francisco. Was brought over to Miami. We got a connection there. So things are looking on the up and up right now as we start the 2023 season. Looking at his profile, size is okay, 5'11", 205 pounds. We're not worried about the draft, but he is 31 years old, an older running back in the league. However, we're not looking for longevity here. We're looking for a running back to plug and play with, put in our lineups if the matchups are really suiting our needs. If we're playing 0 RB, hero RB, and we're getting those late round running backs, we're looking at running backs like that. He's getting the opportunity now to really be a focal point in this offense. So that's something to look at. And then looking at the athleticism here, of course, he's older since the test times came out, but he's explosive. We see that on the field. The eye test says it. The numbers say it. 4.43 40-yard dash, 86th percentile speed score. We got burst as well, a 97th percentile burst score. This is all great stuff. These numbers are from Player Profiler, so check them out. But the advanced metrics says he's okay. He's a startable running back. He can play in the league. He's efficient. Take a look at that. We have a 24.1% juke rate, 51 evaded tackles last year, 26th among running backs. Very efficient, decent running back when he's on the field. Not the greatest, like we said, but a good guy that holds it down. That's what the numbers say. 519 yards created, 26th among running backs. And you got to think, teams use more than one running back. So that's about middle of the road. That's okay. It's an okay running back, a good running back to have for your NFL team. But we're talking fantasy here. And the thing about this is he's going to have this backfield for a bit. Devin Achane's coming back from an injury. Week to week is what they say. That could mean month to month, so we got to pay attention to that. We got to see what's going on with him. They might bring in another running back. They are a huge candidate to bring in Kareem Hunt or somebody else like that. I'm sure someone already commented that below on the video, like Kareem Hunt, this guy, that guy. We all know that, but we're talking about Raheem Mostert. There's opportunity in this offense because there's a lot of vacated touches gone right now. Jeff Wilson, IR. Gaskin, gone. Raheem Mostert's that dog that's going to eat that up. Early part of the season is going to get a lot of opportunity. They run 65 plays per game, about top third in the league. 25 rush attempts per game, though. Not super high because it shouldn't be when you got Waddle and Tyreek Hill. It really shouldn't be. You should be throwing it all over the yard. 26.4 seconds between snaps. That's on the lower end. Mainly because they're lightning when it comes to moving the ball. They just heave it to those wide receivers. They don't really have to push it. They can make sure things are lined up right. And you got to remember the quarterback play when Tua was in and out. You got to slow things down for the ambiguity of the new quarterback to make things easier for the transition here. So we may see a faster offense, just a little bit faster, maybe a little bit less rushing attempts, maybe around that area. I imagine they're going to throw it a little bit more. That's what I would do. Wouldn't you do that if you're the Dolphins? Think about it. If you're Mike McDaniel, what would you be thinking right now if you're low on running backs? Just get another scab running back, or you just light it up through the air. Throw it to Waddle, you throw it to Hill. Just try to make it happen through the air because that's where your offense is very potent at. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm seeing. But value is what matters in ADP. It's not always running back good, running back bad. It's what you pay for him. Right now, Raheem Mostert's dirt cheap. Round 12 ADP. The thing is, this isn't real anymore. This is not real anymore because now we have a situation that increased the price. We're going into the weekend, a holiday weekend, the biggest draft weekend of the year. People are going to be drafting them a little higher. I'm probably guessing 11, 10, 9th round. This is Underdog Fantasy ADP, so it's a little bit sharper. Home leagues are a little bit lighter, so usually in home leagues, some of these players will go a few rounds later. Some will even go a little earlier. It's a little bit crazier in home leagues. But really think about Raheem Mostert. The value could be jumping up a little bit, and if you like him, you got to get him at your price. I love him at this price. I think he's a great get at this price. I like him here. Maybe even a little bit more, but I also don't want to pay too much either. But you are getting a starting running back. You are getting touches. You are getting a running back who's explosive. You are getting a running back in a good offense. But the market already is saying, hey, there's competition there with a chain of two. So you better pay attention to him. So I'm not saying Mostert's going to be the guy the whole year round, but you're going to have to pay attention to the value and where he's going in your draft and what's left on the board. The back half of the draft is juicy at the running back spot. That's when you really want to start rounding out your roster with the running backs. Really start getting those guys because the well's starting to dry up at the wide receiver spot. You want to be good at wide receiver early in your draft because it's drying up earlier than usual. We're seeing less running backs go in the first round, pumping up the wide receivers. And now there's a trickle-down process here at the running back spot. We're catching some values here. And really, you just draft a few of them and hope for the best because they are all ambiguous but have some upside. And that's the thing about it. Raheem Mostert, he's got some upside. He's got some certainty here. You probably want to value that. And you need him if you want touches, if you want a stable veteran. You love the offensive volume. You think he's going to hit for you. You want 0 RB, here RB, and you need something stable. He's a guy you want to look at because we feel good that he's getting touches early this year. Week 1, 2, 3, 4, he's going to be used early, some way, shape, or form. You don't need him. If the price gets too high, you better back out, go somewhere else. Or if there's other running backs on the board you like better, you want to shoot for upside, you want to shoot on that rookie, you want a wide receiver that fell or whatever, you don't need him because of that. You're not going over the moon for him. You're just waiting for the right price. And honestly, I think his price is going to jump over the weekend. People are going to talk him up a little bit. I'm seeing a little bit on social media. You really want to be Bayesian here. Set your price, and then if it goes too high, it goes too high. But if he falls to you, or even cheaper, then it's good to go because you know it's a running back who's going to get touches early in the year in an offense that moves the ball. We got some good wide receivers there. They can air it out. Good offense here. A running back in a good situation where they're getting touches. He's the incumbent. Even if they bring in somebody now, they got to learn the playbook. They got to get acclimated. They might steal a few touches. They might get on a drive or two. But it's going to be his show for the first few weeks. So you may want to lean in on that, especially when 0 RB, here RB. Maybe he amounts to more, but at least getting something stable early in the season. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Who you trying to draft? Who you trying to get? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll check you on the next video.